place with lots of cows.
Okay, here we go. Here we are in El Salto, fishing along one of the back coves by the cemetery. Jim's caught a lot of fish this morning. I haven't caught anything. That's Oscar. There's Mr. McIntosh back there in the back. Can't see him way over there. Buzzard's up in a tree. I was just trying to show it to you. So, here we go. We can't catch a fish. Oscar's been our guide for 2.5 days. 2 days, 3 days. This third day with Oscar. A lot of cows here.
Counting today, only 4 days left.
Only 4 days left, yeah. There's a fish. Oh, nice fish.
Don't leave enough line so we can get it.
Caught it on a fluke. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see if we can catch another one. Mountains over there, the background.
A lot of shad in the water back there.
A lot of shad in the water back there. That was about a 2.5 pounder I just caught. Biggest fish for the week so far are 7 pounds 6 ounces. Jim caught one with 6 pounds 1 ounce. No really big ones, like an 8 or 9 or 10 pounder. Lake is down 35-40 feet. What we're looking at right here on the shoreline is normally underwater by about 20-30 feet. The trees are over there. That's where the water normally goes up to. They let it out every summer for irrigation in the area, and they fill it up during their rainy season starts here in about a month, 2 or 3 weeks. We had a big storm last night. Jim and I saw a tornado. So did another boat, big tornado, about a mile or two away from us, a couple miles away from us. We made it in right before had a strike, right before the big torrential rains hit. Just barely made it. Oscar wanted to go fishing.
No. Oscar and Jim wanted to go in. The weatherman Larry, allegedly, missed the call.
Yeah, we got in without getting wet, didn't we? Did we get wet?
Larry can't hear thunder. He thinks a train.
Yeah. We come here in the afternoon, fish those trees right over there, and catch a lot of fish on worms. Huh?
Let's go over and try it once.
It's up to Oscar. They were over there. They didn't. That other boat. They didn't catch anything.
They're not us.
That is true. The lake is about 1/3 the size it normally is when we are here in the winter time, which really limits the number of places you can fish. Number one. Number two, all the boats are in the same basic spot. I don't know if you can see them over there on the shoreline, but those are vultures on the shoreline over there. And then up in that tree is a egret. Whoops.
That one?
No, miscast it. Jim and I caught 100 fish yesterday. Day before we caught 88. In January, the most fish we got here was 85. There's a mule up there on the side with some cattle.
Until we save the cow.
Horse, I should say, I guess.
Save the cow.
Mules and horse and cattle.
Then you save the cow.
Oh yeah, we saved a cow the other day. It was in the water, and Oscar trolled up there, and we thought it was stuck. We almost forgot it decided it needed to leave. It been in the water a long time, and was able to get out of the water. It had wire around both his front hoofs hooked together. He couldn't walk. And fortunately, when he saw us coming, he got enough energy. He pulled one of his hoofs out of the wire. There's one.
Good one. Pound and a half.
Yeah.
I told you you catch one. They didn't know what they were doing up here.
Oh. They just fight, even the small ones. That's a small one. Anyway, we got up there. We're about ready to tie a rope around it. See if we can't pull it out, because we thought he was stuck in the water, stuck in the mud. And jumped up and pulled one of his hooves out, and you saw it had wire around one of the hooves, which was kind of hobbling, but at least he could get off. He was all skin and bones. He'd been in the water that long. What's that up to now, Oscar? How many fish?
20.
20? 20 fish. We've been out here, what, an hour?
21.
Hour and a half? 20 how many?
21.
21. They net tilapia here when the water's up, and all the trees have netting all over them, and we get snagged in it all the time. This is my room at El Salto, Angler's Inn. Okay, this is looking out at the lake. Now the lake is really low right now. They drop it every year. All this green out here is generally underwater. The banks over there that you see on where the trees are way over there, that's where the water is churning up to. So you can see how far off it is, how far down it is, and the mountains in the background. Now pan around here and let you get a look at the Angler's Inn, and this is where we eat. Here's Mr. McIntosh sitting at a table, drinking a margarita. Thought I'd do a little GoPro.
Yeah. There you go.
Got Ziggy sitting over there.
Yeah. He's working.
Working. Looks like he's working.
Working.
So, this is where we come to eat every night.
Hear that thunder?
Swim bait fishing. Big swim bait. Just caught a 6-pounder. The shadows starting to jump. It rained really bad, like I mentioned. This is Tuesday. It's about 8:30. What time, Jim?
8:20.
8:20?
Uh-huh.
8:20 in the morning. We've been out here for 2.5 hours already. Oscar's eating his midday brunch. Had a little strike there. Something slapped it. But this is where we catch a lot of bigger fish. That this afternoon. I just had a 6-pounder and had this on, of course. The mountains are just gorgeous over there on the west side. It rained really hard last night, and Oscar told me a minute ago that the day after a big rain here, fishing really slows down. He's been right. We've caught 23, 24 so far. 25?
Yeah.
We've got 25. It's been fishing for a couple hours now. That lady over there has one on in that other boat. Oh, got one. Jim's got one.
Little one.
Little one? So he's got a bigger brother.
There you go.
Oh, it got off. That's catch and release, as we call it. Oscar doesn't have to mess with him.
He loves it.
There's one. Back behind the bow, something. It's. He's hold. He's moving the boat. Hold, Jim. He's moving the boat.
You're on this side, okay?
That's about a 3-pounder. Taking out line. Huh?
Strong fish.
Still a really strong fish. There we go.
Too much beans.
Yeah, too much beans, Oscar says. Oh, that's a nice one. What do you think? 3.5?
Maybe 4.
4?
Too much beans.
Too much beans. Oh, that's a snag. Got him?
Yeah.
Oh, got my snag off.
I think he's going to be in my way.
Another little fish for Jim.
But Larry, here's how you do it. You don't want it all the way down.
Yeah. That's a 2-pounder.
I barely had it.
I didn't hear them guys back there, did you? Jim, did you know there were people behind us?
Yep. Yeah. I said the bandito.
Yeah. Looks like it, doesn't it?
Got AK-47. Put your gloves on, Larry.
I haven't yet. I will. There's another one. Yeah, it's going to be about like this one I had, I think. Maybe. Don't know until we get him in, obviously.
Not big.
Are they saying something to you?
Huh?
Is he yelling at you? What's he want? What's he want?
For the food. About.
Too much fish?
Yeah.
Huh?
For the food.
For the food?
You want one fence? Fence.
Got him? That's a nice one. I'll go a couple, 2-3 pound. Oh, that's a 3.5 anyway. Let's see what we got here. He's not 4.
Question to the Excellente guy.
Oh, come on. $3.9. Okay, this is Thursday morning. We're out here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. We're just getting already caught a 6-pounder. Jim lost a big fish, and he's got another one here. Is that a net?
Oh, that's a pretty good fish. It's a big fish.
Net fish here. Jim had a hard time controlling these fish this morning.
You're right. I have no control, as Larry said.
Oh, that's a nice bass. That's a nice bass. Oh yeah. That'll go 4. 4 or 5 here. Do you want to measure it?
4.
Caught a 6-1. Jim lost a really nice one. There's one.
Double. Two doubles on little ones.
Bambinos. You better be going short here. Got another one? I'm surprised there's not another boat back here. I mean, how often does this happen? We're fishing and another boat doesn't come in on top of us.
That's the one there. I was going to throw that off back here.
Throw in there.
Outside.
Looks like the school of whatever it is that they're trying. There he is.
You can see one there.
That's a little nicer one.
Yeah. Going to head for the tree.
Top water fishing, love it. It's no Bambino. Nice fish. Yeah. He's not through yet.
3, isn't it?
Oh, that's a 4.
Still weighing there.
Okay, just wait. 3.5?
Yeah. I'll take 3.5. That's my call.
This thing can turn on. There we go. He goes 4-0.
Check it out, Arthur.
Right there. See? 4-0.
Yeah. God dang it, he's right. Damn, I hate that. Hey, never mind.
No, no. Hey. Yeah.
You owe him
Yeah.
$10 for lying.
YouTube. The name will go down in history. Oops. Little hit it. Frog chirping there. There we go. Little bit of, is that a tilapia?
Yeah.
I got a tilapia on a top water.
Nice.
That's a tilapia, folks. Hold that up there so the camera can see it. That's a tilapia. We're trying to talk Oscar into keeping the oh, it's messing up all over his boat. Tilapia, but he didn't want to keep the tilapia. Get the mop out.
First one we caught on that top water.
Top water. That's a tilapia.
Big one.
Can't believe I caught a tilapia on a top water. It's amazing.